Hey guys, this is Alex Hardkey in MUX1403, and in this video I'm just going to review my project for week 3. And basically what I took away from last week, the testing I did, is that I needed to label things a little bit better and add some functionality and organize some things a little bit differently. And so that's what I did for this round of testing. And I started by adding a couple of things on the main part of the app. This histogram, basically showing the history of what these numbers were like a few seconds ago. So that's what that does. And then I added this pause play button that changes, so you can pause on a certain time and then resume whenever you want to by pressing play again. And then I also moved the settings button. It was down here, but I moved it up here so that it doesn't get accidentally pressed when you're pressing that button. And then for the settings page, I had a couple of people last week that were kind of confused about what these two things meant, so I just made little descriptions kind of saying what they do. And then I also changed the text of the headers for these sections too, just to make them a little bit more in line with iOS, and I think it fits a lot better, so looks a little bit more professional. So then when I retested this stuff this week, I had them do pretty much the same sort of things. I had them find the current maximum and peak levels, which again went fine. But then this time I also had them I asked them where they'd be able to freeze the meter and then resume it, and they all went straight for this button. So that's good. And then lastly, I asked them to find where they'd be able to find the decibel level from 3 seconds ago. They all pointed to the histogram, kind of assumed that's what that was, and they were right. So even with some of these new features, they were still able to find everything really easily, so that's good. And then for the secondary test, I had them locate the update frequency range and calibration settings. And this is what caused a little bit of confusion before, like I said, because I weren't really sure what these meant. But this time they said they understood it, so that went a little bit better. And then from there I just had them take the survey again, and I kept the questions basically the same, just so I could see if I did better this time around, got more positive results. And I think I did. The part that really improved for me was the last section about if anything was confusing. Because last week I had a couple of negative things there, like the settings thing, and I think an organization one too. But this time I think everything was nothing. They all responded nothing. I had one comment though about the histogram, about these numbers being too small, and I agree they are too small, but again, this is just an image. I can't change a whole lot right at this point, but if I were to make my own, I'd make this more legible. But so that's something that I could work on for next week, kind of making a more customized display here. So yeah, I can work on a few things to polish up for next week, but I definitely got a lot closer this week. Got even more positive response. So yeah, I'll try to just keep that going for the next update next week. So that's about it for this video. See you next week, and thanks for watching.